Following clashes between the Syrian armed forces and the terrorist groups in al-Tadamun neighborhood in Damascus, which resulted in the death of a number of terrorists, and the armed forces broke into a number of terrorists' hideouts. They found stolen medical equipment used for the terrorists to treat them, in addition to a factory for manufacturing explosive devices and military uniforms. After following up information given by the people, a unit of our armed forces stormed several hideouts of terrorists in the quarter of Jurat al-Shayyah and Homs. The clash led to heavy casualties among the terrorists, in addition to destruction of 2 storehouses full of ammunition that they used in their attacks and sabotage crimes. In al-Aqsair farms on al-Adra highway in the area of Burqat Hamze, a unit of our armed forces carried out a large operation that led to the death of a large number of terrorists, including Khalid Ahmad Omar, Muhammad Yusuf Omar, and Hussein Shahda Omar. Our armed forces also clashed with a terrorist group in al-Aqsair countryside, killing many terrorists, including Wa'il Abdul Halim Zakaria, Muhammad Abdul Rahim Qastarawi, and Ali Muhammad Qastarawi. In Hama, authorities stormed a terrorist hideout in Tel Qartal on the southern side of the governorate and arrested several terrorists with their weapons in cooperation with the people in that area. A source in the governorate said that the weapons confiscated included machine guns and various pistols of various calibers with their ammunition. In Dar'a, authorities carried out an operation in al-Ahrak town, killing a number of terrorists and destroying 2 of their cars, in addition to confiscating various types of weapons. An official source said that the confiscated weapons included 32 anti-tank mines and their detonators, 3 Israeli-made Lao launchers with their shells, 11 RPGs, and 10 batteries used for remote detonation, in addition to 2,117 bullets and the weapons and ammunitions. On the other hand, military engineering units dismantled the 200-kilogram explosive device that was planted by terrorists on Jamle Nafa' main street in Dar'a countryside. An official source said that the bodies of Khalil Hussein Muhammad Salim Sarraj Ahmad were identified among the dead in the operation. Authorities destroyed hideouts of armed terrorist groups in the village of Sirja and Deir Sumbul in a Zawiya mountain in Idlib. A source at the governorate said that these hideouts were used by the terrorists to torture and kill civilians. The attack resulted in the death of tens of terrorists and the injury of many others. Among the terrorists who were killed were Deeb Yusuf Sriq and Musa Habib Abu Habib. 35 persons from Damascus and its countryside and 7 persons from Homs who were involved in recent events in Syria but did not commit murder were released after pledging not to carry arms or take part in any sabotaging acts in the future. They pledged not to return to the acts they had previously committed. A number of the released said that their release signals a new beginning for them to move on with their lives and take part in building the society. The French surgeon Jacques Pierre, one of the founders of the Organization of Doctors Without Borders, who treated mercenary terrorists in Aleppo, said that some of those fighters were trying to turn Syria into a religious state, believing that they were fighting a holy war. After returning from Syria, where he stayed for a fortnight and worked recently and secretly in a hospital in Aleppo, he said that what he saw was different from the situation in Homs and Idlib last year. Nearly 60% of those he treated this time came from abroad and belonged to Al-Qaeda organization. The Spanish paper El Mundo asserted that the suicide terrorist who appeared in a video driving a lorry and exploding it in Idlib was a Spanish citizen of a Moroccan origin who worked as a taxi driver. The Spanish security forces identified the person, who is called the Northern Abu Mus'ab. He is from Sabta. He is also known as Rashid Hussein Muhammad. He was identified from traces of a wound in his arm. The day in which he appeared in the video was the same day when his family in Sabta was contacted from Syria to be told of his death.